The Grand Canyon is one of the most awe-inspiring natural wonders of the world. Its vast expanse of rock formations and majestic views attract millions of visitors every year. But beyond its stunning beauty lies a mystery that has puzzled scientists for decades. Keep watching this video to find out more about what scientists discovered at the Grand Canyon will change everything. Geological discoveries. The Grand Canyon is a natural wonder of the world that has captivated scientists and tourists alike for generations. Its immense size, incredible depth, and stunning beauty make it a popular destination for adventurers, researchers, and outdoor enthusiasts from all over the world. However, what many don't know is that the Grand Canyon is also a treasure trove of scientific discovery, and over the years, researchers have uncovered a wealth of information about the canyon's geology, biology, and ecology that is helping us to understand not only the history of the canyon, but also the history of the Earth itself. In this video, we'll explore some of the most important scientific discoveries that have been made at the Grand Canyon and discuss how they're changing our understanding of the natural world. One of the most significant scientific discoveries made at the Grand Canyon was the realization that the canyon was formed by the Colorado River. For many years, scientists believed that the canyon was the result of a massive earthquake or other cataclysmic event, but in the 19th century, geologists began to study the canyon in greater detail and came to the conclusion that it was carved out by the river over millions of years. Today, we know that the Colorado River began carving the canyon around 6 million years ago, and that the process of erosion continues to this day. The river has cut through layers of sedimentary rock, revealing a geological record that stretches back billions of years. In fact, the rocks of the canyon are so old that they contain evidence of some of the earliest life forms on Earth. Another important geological discovery made at the Grand Canyon was the realization that the canyon contains some of the best preserved and most completed geological records on Earth. The canyon's walls contains layers of rock that represent millions of years of Earth's history, and by studying these layers, scientists can learn about everything from ancient sea levels to the evolution of life on Earth. Biological discoveries. The Grand Canyon is home to an incredibly diverse array of plant and animal life, and over the years, scientists have made many important discoveries about the canyon's ecology. For example, researchers have identified more than 1,700 different plant species in the canyon, many of which are found nowhere else on Earth. One of the most significant biological discoveries made at the Grand Canyon was the identification of a new species of fish, the humpback chub. This endangered species is found only in the Colorado River system and was first discovered in the Grand Canyon in the 1940s. Since then, researchers have been studying the chub and its habitat in an effort to protect it from extinction. Ecological discoveries. In addition to its geological and biological significance, the Grand Canyon is also an important site for ecological research. Researchers have been studying the impact of climate change on the canyon's ecosystem, as well as the effects of human activity such as tourism and development. One important ecological discovery made at the Grand Canyon was the identification of a new threat to the canyon's ecosystem: invasive species. Researchers have identified a number of non-native plant and animal species that are threatening to disrupt the delicate balance of the canyon's ecosystem. These species include tamarisk trees, which are consuming vast amounts of water and outcompeting native plant species, and the red-rimmed Melania snail, which is preying on the humpback chub. The Grand Canyon has provided a wealth of information for scientists to explore and analyze, and it's safe to say that these discoveries will change everything we know about the canyon and the world around us. The most shocking discovery of all. One of the most shocking discoveries made at the Grand Canyon is the evidence of a massive prehistoric civilization that may have once inhabited the region. In the early 20th century, a Smithsonian Institute archaeologist named G.E. Kincaid claimed to have discovered evidence of an ancient city in the canyon, complete with roads, buildings, and other structures. While Kincaid's claims were initially dismissed as hoaxes or exaggerations, subsequent research has provided some support for the existence of a prehistoric civilization in the Grand Canyon. In the 1930s, for example, a team of archaeologists led by J. Walter Fuchs discovered a series of ancient cliff dwellings in the canyon, which they attributed to the ancestral Puebloan people who lived in the region from 1200 to 1300 AD. However, Some researchers have suggested that the evidence of a prehistoric civilization in the Grand Canyon may date back much further to a time when the region was much wetter and more hospitable to human life. Some have even speculated that the civilization may have been connected to other ancient civilizations around the world, such as Atlantis or the lost city of Mu. While the evidence of a prehistoric civilization in the Grand Canyon remains controversial, it's clear that the canyon has played an important role in human history for thousands of years. From the Native American tribes who have lived in the region for centuries to the modern tourists who flock to the canyon to admire its beauty, the Grand Canyon has captured the imagination and inspired awe in people for generations. Regardless of whether or not a prehistoric civilization once called the canyon home, its breathtaking natural beauty and scientific significance are undeniable. Other discoveries that shocked scientists. One of the most interesting scientific discoveries at the Grand Canyon is the existence of microbial life in the canyon walls. Scientists have found that there's a diverse range of microorganisms living in the rock layers of the canyon, some of which are unique to the area. These microbes play a crucial role in the ecosystem of the canyon as they help to break down organic matter and recycle nutrients. Another exciting discovery made at the Grand Canyon is the existence of a massive underground river system. Researchers have used geological techniques to map the underground river system, which is believed to extend for hundreds of miles beneath the canyon. This discovery has important implications for our understanding of how water moves through the Earth's crust and could provide valuable insights into the formation of other natural wonders. The Grand Canyon has also provided valuable insights into the Earth's climate history. By studying the layers of rock in the Grand Canyon, scientists have been able to reconstruct past climates and environments. For example, researchers have found evidence of ancient glaciers in the canyon walls, indicating that the climate of the region was once much colder than it is today. Another significant discovery made at the Grand Canyon is the evidence of past earthquakes and other geological events. By studying the layers of rock in the canyon walls, researchers have been able to identify evidence of ancient earthquakes, landslides, and volcanic eruptions. This information is important for understanding the geology of the region as well as for predicting future geological events. Perhaps one of the most important scientific discoveries made at the Grand Canyon is the realization of the importance of conservation and preservation. The canyon is a fragile ecosystem that's easily disrupted by human activity, and researchers have found that even small changes to the environment can have a significant impact on the ecosystem of the canyon. As a result, there's now a growing awareness of the need to protect and preserve the canyon for future generations. In recent years, there's been a growing concern about the impact of climate change on the Grand Canyon and other natural wonders around the world. Researchers have found that the canyon is particularly vulnerable to climate change, as even small changes in temperature and precipitation patterns can have a significant impact on the ecosystem of the canyon. This has led to calls for increased efforts to mitigate the effects of climate change and protect the canyon for future generations. In conclusion, the scientific discoveries made at the Grand Canyon have provided valuable insights into the history of the canyon and the natural world around us. From its geological record to its diverse plant and animal life, the canyon has offered a wealth of information for scientists to explore and analyze. These discoveries will undoubtedly change our understanding of the canyon and the world around us, and will provide important insights for future research and conservation efforts. As we continue to explore and learn from the Grand Canyon, we're reminded of the importance of preserving and protecting our natural wonders for future generations to enjoy.